saya boleh jawab?
Ya, soalan dituju pada kita.
Itu sebabnya soalan hari ini cakap laku atau tidak laku itu memang direct forward to the industry kan. So apa kita yang saya nak cerita sekali lagi lah, kita kena respect penonton yang membayar duit orang. Selalu the director dia tak mengambil kisah pada penonton punya pandangan atau view dia, fikiran dia. Dia hanya nak beritahu penonton, why you tak boleh belajar ke? Why you tak faham ke? Saya buat yang macam saya faham, saya tak faham. Why you tak pandai? Dia menjatuhkan atau merendahkan penonton punya mentality. So, I cakap kalau kita seorang pengarah respect pada penonton, biasanya kita akan boleh buat filem yang berlaku dengan straight atau insert some element of the motivation ke, atau ada message yang baik untuk masyarakat. Tetapi you jangan buat satu filem you mau mengajar itu penonton. Penonton ibu bapa suruh ajar, cikgu suruh ajar, how come filem you ajar saya? No need to teach me. Then that's why when you buat filem yang bersejarah, sejarah nak baca begitu besar yang buku lagi mau tengok balik sejarah. So sejarah punya filem susah nak laku. Even di China pun sama, sejarah filem susah laku. Tetapi bagi orang yang suka sejarah, segelintir dia suka tengok. Tetapi at the end producer bankrupt dulu lah. Dia tak boleh laku dari segi itu. That's why when seorang pengarah, seorang producer, dia tahu respect pada penonton yang kendak, dan dia baru insert pada dia punya cara, atau dia nak insert some message, indirectly you masuk. Jangan you directly masuk. Atau you buat apa yang you suka saja. Then you tak respect producers. Banyak pengarah tak respect producer. Dia dah dapat itu duit, dia habiskan itu duit, dia buat apa yang dia nak. Then producer hidup mati dia punya pasar. That is one of problem yang menyebabkan film kita tak laku.
Can I just add on to that? When you watch a film like Golden Ginchu, it's very urban based. Our audience is practically rural. You know what I mean? And our audience base is literally 250,000. Kalau filem tu buat 3-4 juta, 250,000 tu pergi tengok 2 kali. That's the fact. The fact, I mean, you know, sometimes you can go to a little bit more. You know, if your film hit 7 million, obviously the viewership is higher. You know what I mean? But for me, it is, you are actually going back to that film, watching it 2 or 3 times. That's the fact of it. Because if we do a Golden Ginchu and put it in the urban cinemas, you are coming to watch, and you've got basically Dark Knight, you've got, you know, some superhero story, and you've got this. So obviously, the education of our younger generation now is very, you know, urban. They will obviously go into a Dark Knight film rather than to a Malay film of Golden Ginchu or so on, you see. Now you went there reason, you yourself went the reason because you wanted your daughter, your kids to watch a Malay movie. You didn't go there because I like Malay movies, you see. There was another reason why you went there. Really? So that needs to change. We need to change the fact that the thinking of what am I getting out of this? I mean, Mr. David said that how we enhance. We don't like to preach. Audience does not like to be told what to do. I don't think many people like to be told what to do in general, not just watching movies or storytelling. You know, I mean, we like to do what we want to. We want to be free to make a choice. So how do we do it? What I did, we sat down, we made a movie, and we said, let's have a middle, let's have a balance with it. I'm not a funny guy. Harith is a funny guy. Why did I bring Harith to Chuchi? Why did I pull him into my production? Because I want to find a balance. I like heavy stories. I know heavy stories don't sell. I like dramatic. I love the adventure of what's in front of you. Where am I going? What am I fighting for? That is my passion of storytelling. You know what I mean? But if I did that and told you, oh, no, kita tak boleh jadi malas, we can't be lazy, take opportunity. Why are we so laid back as Malaysians? Why don't we move forward? You're gonna go, what's he trying to teach me? You're so clever, Hans. Pakai sangat, dia nak ajar saya. So you have to find the balance of where we want to make movies for movies to succeed. Telling a story that has meaning, direction, text in the story, and enhance it with comedy. Now these stories, Mr. David said, doesn't sell in China or anywhere. But I disagree, because the Kung Fu stories are history. how do they make it sell? They put kung fu in there, action. But if you look at the story of the background of the characters, they are actually, if you go to the history books, it's there. But they don't make it a priority. They don't make that a priority. The Chinese still got all their tradition. The Japanese movies have their tradition. They're very proud of their tradition. Korean movies are amazing right now. You know, don't talk about the French and the European side and stuff like that. You just look at the Asian films that made in Thailand. Unbelievable market of film that comes out of there. Why? Because they take pride in their language. They take pride in, that's what Indonesia is doing now. They're taking pride in their language of Malay. Is not a language for us to look at. We are Bahasa Indon. This is what France, the Malay language. Do we do that to ourselves? No. So where do we look at? Where is the fault? We look at ourselves and go, hey, it's my fault that this is not working out. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess that goes back to sorry, that goes back to what we were saying at the beginning, what I said at the beginning, how we are our worst judges, kita sebagai penonton. So I'm like, filem Melayu tak payahlah, dah kita tengok filem Melayu. I think.
Tapi I think I nak bagi satu information yang mungkin you tak tahu ialah kita serikan apa message kita, iaitu Malaysian film must be a Malaysian. You jangan tiru itu Jepun ke, jangan tiru itu Amerika ke, apa ke, itu you tak boleh prop dia Malaysian. Mungkin you boleh letak komedian yang laku itu laku, tetapi tak boleh prop ya. One of the film yang kita boleh katakan laku dan ada result lah, I don't want to say promote sendiri, iaitu Congkak adalah di Singapura, international luar film, kita kata outside of Singapore, local Singapore film, adalah di list 12 print yang nombor 1 di Singapura, iaitu mencapai 1.2 million ringgit. Yang setakat ini tak pernah Melayu film boleh catat itu macam rekod di Singapura. So ini di Malaysia dia kalah pada Jangan Pandang Belakang collection, iaitu 4 juta. Jangan Pandang Belakang ialah apa 7.5. Tetapi di Singapura Jangan Pandang Belakang adalah 870,000 ringgit Malaysia. Tetapi Congkak ialah 1.2 million. Apa sebabnya? Orang Singapura anggap Congkak ialah ada satu tradisi budaya Melayu. Dan pergi London baru-baru ini, orang putih semua cakap dia suka. Ahmad Iham baru balik lah, dia cakap dengan saya. So on this part, you can see, kalau you boleh gabungkan antara budaya Melayu dan komersialkan dia, lakukan dia, di Malaysia pun kena laku, di luar negara pun boleh laku. Dan itu masa Malaysia punya film sudah stand merdeka, di antara bangsa boleh juara. Nah, itu adalah penting. Jangan selalu pergi terlampau menggairahkan orang putih, orang luar negara punya cara. Orang tak tahu budaya Malaysia, tak tahu agama Malaysia, dan insert masuk benda yang sengaja nak kontroversikan di Malaysia yang tak tahu ada 3 bangsa punya. Dan this is very bad. And inilah yang orang-orangnya akan menjatuhkan dan menjadikan film Malaysia tidak laku. So you kena be a Malaysian, you kena hormat dan faham agama budaya sendiri, dan inilah baru boleh international film kita boleh lebih laku.
Nama saya Nerina Mak Aida.
Marina binti Mak Aida.
Saya number 1 fan dia. Saya rasa she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Tapi saya rasa you all semua ada talent, ada kebolehan. Tapi you're not tackling the real problem. Your main problem is the theatre controlled by other people. So I think you should write to Kekwa or some association which has got money, build a theatre only for Malay movies. I think that's very important. And then you can tayang Malay movies throughout the year. So anybody who is apa nak tengok Malay movie, this is where you go. And I have problem with logistics because kadang nak cari theatre ni yang mana tayang filem ni, by the time you find it dah tak ada, dah habis, you know. So that's one of the factor I think you should all look into. Have your own theatre where you have control over it, and they don't take so much, maybe 20%. That will be enough to cover, you know. Satu lagi I tengok filem-filem petang-petang buka semua Indonesian movies, you know. Why are we having so many Indonesian movies? You all have the talent, you are very good. Tapi you are not being shown on the like petang-petang buka TV kan. Selalu tengok stupid stories like bidadari lah apa semua, and then kadang-kadang kebudak-budakan sangat. It's not something that you can really appreciate. Ada quality, ada apa, ni semua just children's movies, you know. Why are you putting only for Indonesian movies? Jarang I cari petang ni ada Malay movies. I think you should write Bukit Wah. They must allocate so many percent for Malay movies or dramas or series. Then only you can get somewhere. This was done before, but now that's not being done at all. Okay?
Let's say